be ready. How your sisters doing? How y'all sisters doing? How y'all sisters doing? All right, y'all know y'all nationality? We Israelites. How you know that, sis?
Well, my grandmother always said that.
Okay. So your grandmother already knew.
Yeah.
She seen it through the word.
Huh?
She seen it through the scripture.
I guess she knows like I'm more than I do.
That's right. Did she
I
ever
don't look much. I'm still in the process of like, I guess seasoning and stuff like that. So, but
did she ever teach you how she knew that she was an Israelite?
no. But
did?
she said that it's true.
It is true? All right. Well, you got a little bit of time for the word?
I don't.
No?
Yeah, I guess so.
A little bit of time for all praises. That's all praises.
I got to drive it.
Okay. All right, you gonna put it around here. So I got you. Let me give you a little bit of information.
Okay. So y'all
Yeah, we're not at all. Moors is kind of like a name on people kind of gravitating to it. It's a little it's associated with Thanksgiving. You know, it just means Orient back. You know what I mean? You know, at the end of the day, no, we're not Moors. We're only what God told us that we are, right? So
now I know the name about this Saturday. That's really the whole thing.
Saturday, Friday, sundown, Saturday, sundown.
So we can get into that. Let's go to Exodus chapter 20 and verse 9. Let's start at 8. So, like we said, we're saying Sabbath day, right? And a lot of our people were told that Sunday is the Lord's day. Everybody goes to church tomorrow. They go into the preacher's house, give time, sing, dance, and all that on Sunday. Or if you go on your phone, look on your calendar, what's the first day of the week? What's the first day of the week? Sunday. Sunday is the first day of the week, not the last day of the week. It's the last day of the work week. Because Monday starts off the work week. But the actual, I used to ask that same question when I was a kid. Like, why does it say Sunday's the first day, but Monday everybody says it's the beginning of the week? Because in the calendar it says Sunday in the beginning, right? We get that real quick.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
What?
The Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
So 6 days out of the week you can do your work, labor, do all the things you want to do that you gotta do to take care of your family, right? Keep going.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work. Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maid servant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gate.
So nobody in your house, nobody that's a part of your household, not even your animals, are supposed to be doing any work. You're supposed to be chilling. You're supposed to be giving honor to God, gathering with your family. You know what I mean? But we do it on Sunday. But it says 6 days shall I labor, but the seventh day is the Sabbath. Right? Let me get Genesis chapter 1 and verse 1. So, for example, what day, when does the actual day start? Actual day, like when the day starts, when does the day begin? What time do they say?
Okay, I'll say really, what is 12 a.m.?
They say 12 a.m.?
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's what America says, right? That's what they say. 12 a.m. when the clock strikes 12, it's a new day. You know what I mean? Bring it up.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 3. And God said, let there be light. And there was light.
And the Most High said, let there be light. And there was light.
And God saw the light, that it was good.
He saw that the light was good.
And God divided the light from the darkness.
Keep going.
And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day.
So he called the light day and the dark night and the what?
And the evening and the morning were the first day.
And the evening and the morning were the first day, right? So the day actually begins when the sun goes down. So in the wintertime around 6 o'clock. Nowadays, since it's the summertime, around 8, 9 o'clock. But the moment that sun drops, that's when the actual day begins, right? But that's all a part of the deception of the devil, right?
Right.
That's a part of the deception of what our oppressors told us, because this is our culture. The Bible is the black and Hispanic man's history.
Right.
So we've been told, hey, 12 a.m., that's the new day. But actually, when that sun goes down, that's the new day. Because he gave the moon for signs, right? Right. So let me get Daniel chapter 2 and 21. Let me show you, or start at 20. We want to show you that the Bible tells you that this actually happened. This is an actual person that does this, right?
And I notice how some chapters are missing books.
So, yeah, you do have missing books. We
Don't
deal
y'all
with,
have the book that has the name of the missing chapter?
that's right, we got the Apocrypha, right? And we also have the 1611 Bible, which the Apocrypha is still in. It's still the King James Bible, but it's not taken out of the 1611 when it was originally put together. We got people like Martin Luther, so-called white man, something else out. Because when you actually read the Apocrypha, it speaks on the beginning of when the white race actually took over, right? They don't want you to know about when they actually first took over with Alexander the Great, right? And all of the Greeks, right? When they actually started to come into power and put our people into such a horrible slavery that they forced us to change our nationality and break away from our culture. And if we held on to our culture, they would put us to death.
Chapter 2 and verse 20. Daniel answered and said, Blessed be the name of God forever and ever. For wisdom and might are his. And he changeth the times and the seasons. He removeth kings and setteth up kings.
So the Most High changes times and seasons. He puts kings in rulership and he takes kings out, right? Keep going, man.
He giveth wisdom unto the wise, and knowledge to them that know understanding. He revealeth the deep and secret things. He knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth with him.
That's right. So the Most High is the one that does all these things. So he gave us appointed time and season the way we're supposed to do stuff, but the white man had us do otherwise. And since we don't read stuff, if you want to keep it from a black man, put it in a book, right? Because we don't read. That's why we're so stuck in this trap of the philosophy of the white man, right? Can you go back to that Colossians 2 and 8? Because we've been overtaken by things like this. We've been overtaken by things like Christmas, Easter, Halloween. Why would God accept us celebrating dead spirits, right? Easter is a pagan holiday that when you see it one time, you see the word Easter one time in the Bible. And when you look into the word Easter, it's just talking about the Passover. It's not talking about rolling eggs, dying eggs, rabbits lay eggs.
But we know that a lot of people don't know. And it's like, that's really, the eggs people consider, and that is so they would go to the mountain and all types of things, and that's like, so I would have, spirit already got used to everything, and it's not something that,
So you real knowledge, sister. You real knowledge, right? You see what I'm saying? And you think about the perverseness of the people that actually worship these fertility gods. Only the Most High God. You don't need all of these pagan holidays and the wickedness, because we don't even look into the understanding and the meaning behind what we're doing, right? We just do it. We just say this is what it is, right? But this is what's going to happen. But I was doing it for the kids, and you're going to get burned up. You know what I'm saying? On that day, the Lord comes back, He's going to destroy everybody that was worshiping. Because the Bible isn't about fairy tales, right? It's a nationality. It's a nationality thing, it's a history thing. And what the Most High God wants you to do is to repent. Repent, change your ways, and come back to the Most High, right? Right? That's how we get eternal life. That's how we get salvation. Let me get John 1 and let me get one more. Just one more for you, sis. This 1 John 5 and 3. Yeah, just one more for you, sis. 1 John 5 and 3. Because the conclusion of everything is that we're supposed to serve the Most High. Because we're supposed to do what God wants us to do. Right? The current tells you coming in 10 and coming in 1, that's your ass, right? You know what I mean? If the current tells you do your chores and you say, I think you're going to stay on the game, that's your ass. So the Most High God gave us commandments to do. And we didn't do it. We just rebelled against it, right? And that's our act. That's how we ended up on slave ships. And that's why we over here in America. Because this ain't our land. We don't belong here, right? Bring that up, man.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 5 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
For this is the love of God.
This is how we love God. Show me wrong. Peace and blessings, brother.
That we keep His commandments.
This is how we love God.
That we keep His commandments. And His commandments are not grievous.
It's not hard to do the Most High commandments, right? It's not hard. Love your brother. Love your sister. Don't steal from your brother or envy your brother. Don't take their belongings or envy and be covetous and try to get it for yourself, right? Don't sleep with your neighbor's wife, right? What do you mean you hear rap music all the time? I got your girl, right? That's what you hear all the time. Stealing somebody else's spouse. That's one of the most, that's a universal law, right? That is one of the most wicked acts you can do. And it's punishable by death, right? Keep the Sabbath day holy. Keep it separate. You got all these other days of the week that you can be doing things, right? But that one day belongs to the Most High.
Right.
What's the busiest day of the week to have all your fun? Saturday, right? The Most High Sabbath. So the white man does everything opposite of what God wants, right? And this is the easiest way to get yourself destroyed by Christ. Right? Alright? Alright, I know you gotta go keep the Lord's commandments for the Israelite. You know what I'm saying? What's your nationality? What's your actual ethnicity? Jamaican, Haitian, Indian. What's your father? Normal African American black. So he would be a so-called Judite from the tribe of Judah. So, you know, so you are with your father. There's no such thing as being mixed. Because the number chapter 1 verse 18 tells you, we determine our seed line by the house of our father. Because if you take an apple seed and put it in a vineyard or grape, it's still going to be an apple seed, right? So you are with your father. No such thing as mixed. That's why you have people like Tia and Tamara Mari. Those are white women. They look like they're mixed, and their father is white. Right. That's a white woman. Tracy Ellis Ross, that's a white woman. Right? It's all those things, but it always depends on your father. Because if your father is a white man, you're a so-called white man, right? If your father is an East Indian man, then you're a so-called East Indian man, right? If your father is a Chinese man, then you're a so-called Chinese person, right? It doesn't matter if you mix with a black woman or a Hispanic woman, whatever your father is, that's what you go back to, right? That's who you are. And the Most High gave us 18 nations in the Bible. So we are the chosen nation of all those nations. Our people are the most loving people on earth because we always, you can see people do TikTok dances and then you start seeing Chinese people and a whole bunch of other people doing the same old dances, right? They want to be like us, right? But at the end of the day, they don't want to be us and they can't do it like us. Nobody can sing like us, do sports like us, dance like us, create like us. One more and you can go Deuteronomy 7 and 6. And then we're going to show you why. This is why nobody can. Do you think that the Chinese man can survive with have a job and still be as fresh, fly, and swagged out as we are today? Do you think?
I think only a certain generation can do that. All of it, like us now, get over it. Because they really got their and everything. So imagine in them.
Do you think that the Arab man could go through and endure these atrocities that our people
And
went
I
through?
think that all of us, I think some of us was smart. I don't think all of us.
A lot of our people, well, we're originally from Jerusalem, the land of Israel, and a lot in the northern kingdom already had traveled over here to get to start over, right? To start over and dedicate their life to the Most High because they had already gone off, and the Most High was sick with it, right? He was already done with it, right? Bring that up.
I got it. It's not little going on.
No problem. Bring that up. No problem, sis.
Thank you.
This is the book of Deuteronomy,
No problem.
chapter 7 and verse 6.
Any word, sis.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
A what?
A special people unto himself. Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you are a special people to the Most High God, and we are above all the nations that are upon the face of the earth. Bring it out again, King.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For